Students will be taught a wide variety of comprehension strategies. Those strategies will be practiced at school and at home. The fluency for 5th grade is to read 145 words per minute by the end of the year. However, the goal is not for students to read in monotone voices as they race through their reading. It is important that students are reading fluently with expression, which indicated they understood the content. We will use a variety of instructional materials during our reading class time. Some of these include plays, short stories, novels, and treasures resources from our district curriculum. It is expected that students read at home and at school. Students will be using a formal reading log and are expected to make reading part of their routine each and every day. At a minimum, students should be reading an average of 20 minutes a night at home. We are inviting students to set a reading goal of 30 books this year. This is not punishment. There is no punishment for not meeting this goal, but we do feel it is important to set high standards for all of our students. Books over 300 pages can be counted as 2 books to encourage students to choose challenging novels. There was a letter in your child's Eagle folder you got at open house that gives you more information regarding guidelines for choosing a novel. It is very important that students read at home. We can make some time for independent reading at school, but there is no way for us to devote enough time during the day for students to read as much as they should. When choosing independent reading materials, 5th graders can use the I-Pick strategy. When used, this can help students select books that are interesting and at the appropriate level. Students can use the 5-finger rule when selecting books for independent reading. Students can find books in the classroom library, school library, public library, and scholastic book clubs.
We will be dedicating 100 to 110 minutes to math instruction each day. This means direct instruction, small group support, practice, or homework time as well. 5th grade is a big year in math. Standards move from low-level skills such as knowing basic facts to higher-level skills such as solving abstract problems with multiple steps. Expect to see your child engage in appropriate struggle. For example, there will be more time spent solving a problem, correcting a homework problem or mistake, etc. If total homework time, which is math and reading combined, is more than 50 minutes, or if your child is too stressed about a concept, stop your child. Sign the page where you ask your student to stop. We will meet with your 5th grader and reteach the concept at school. Likewise, if the work is consistently too easy, please encourage your child to communicate this with a teacher. No math homework? Log on to Study Island. The topics that will be covered: algebra, such as writing and solving equations with variables, geometry, surface area and volume of 2D and 3D figures, data analysis, such as analyzing graphs, number operations, such as long division, fractions, and decimals.
Physics, we will study forces and motions as they relate to simple machines and everyday activities. We will perform multiple hands-on activities, for example, design levers and pulleys to accomplish a task, engineer a marshmallow launcher that includes a specific simple machines. Assessments will include written reflections, quizzes, and lab activities. For geology, we will study landforms, weathering, and erosion. We will also look at how the humans impact the earth. We will be using FOSS materials for this study, and assessments will include written reflections, quizzes, and labs. And finally, in biology, we will study habitats, interactions between living things, and the activities will take place indoors and outdoors.
This year in health, we will be looking at forming healthy relationships, recognizing and addressing bullying. The family life presentation will occur in late fall. We present gender-specific lessons regarding puberty and hygiene. Information will be sent to families as the date approaches, and anyone who would like to can receive a copy and the opportunity to preview the videos. This year in social studies, some of the ideas we will be focusing on are American government, early explorers, pre-colonization, American colonization, and the Revolutionary War, to name a few.
Fifth graders will take an art field trip on October 1st to the Minneapolis Institute of Arts and the Walker Museum. In the spring, there is a district track meet at the Elk River High School. On May 12th, students will attend the 5th grade Environmental Education Days field trip at the Nye County Park.
Homework. Typical night will include 50 minutes max, math practice, independent reading, and planners need to be completed every day by the student. Students are expected to show the parents the planner and obtain a signature daily.
In 5th grade, the grades your child can receive are E, exceeds the standard, S, satisfactory or meets the standard, P, partially meets, or an N, needs improvement. In order to receive an E, or exceeds the standards in reading, your child's gradebook percentage needs to be 95% or above on assessments before test corrections. And math, the overall assessment average has to be more than 100%. The last two problems on chapter tests are the E questions. These will count like bonus points and allow the child to earn more than 100%. Communication is key in 5th grade. The preferred method of communication is email or telephone. Messages will be reviewed and addressed when students are not present. Handouts from the teacher will come home in Wednesday Eagle folders. You will be also receiving a combined weekly email from all the 5th grade teachers with an update of assignments, curriculum, and important dates. Please contact your child's teacher right away if you have a question or concern, rather than waiting until a problem becomes unmanageable. Thank you. All volunteers must have a background check on file before they were allowed to join the students on field trips and in the classroom. To obtain a background check, please contact our school liaison, Rachel Turkowski, at rachel.turkowski@isd728.org.